Okay, I'm back out for day 3. This is my 3rd trip here at this lake. And I'm going over the same spot for like the 4th time. There's one good spot here where I'm finding a lot of stuff. Anyway, here's a good signal I just got right here. Check that out. The volume's kind of low, I guess. That's the quarter signal. That's a 47 signal, and that's showing like 10 inches. I don't know how I missed this one. I went right over this spot. Alright, I'm gonna dig it up. Sounds very promising. Okay, I just popped it out of the hole here. It was pretty deep. And it is a dime. I can see it. I haven't looked at it yet. They gave off a pretty solid quarter signal. Oh, it's just a Roosevelt dime. Wow. It's cool anyway, but I don't know. I thought this was gonna be a big quarter. Looks like a 1947. Yeah. God, this is the kind of depth I'm getting here in this sand. It's all grass here, but this used to be a beach, I think, and it's all sand. This looks like a penny. It just gave me a solid quarter signal. And that's way down in there. 10 inches. It looks like a penny. Probably a weedy. Yep. It's a 57. 57D. There you go. Okay, here's what it's like up by the, they got like a bathhouse building here. Yeah, it's a little tough. Okay, here's an interesting signal right here. Might be a wheat penny. It's bouncing around. I have no idea. I'm only getting it from one way, really. Barely get anything this direction. Garbage all around it. Could be anything. That's it. Okay, and that turned out to be an extremely deep Canadian penny. I rubbed this off quite a bit. You can barely see the Canadian maple leaf on there. That's pretty toasty. Look how deep that was, all the way at the bottom of this hole. That's 11 inches, I think. That's got to be 11 inches or more. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm back at the lake again. I don't know what day this is, if it's day 4. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going over the same spots. I'm going over the same spots I've already been over. I got the sensitivity cranked up all the way. Well, not all the way, but I got it cranked up. It's got a very deep... I'm really in a fog today. This is a mercury dime. I was dead on at the center of the hole at the bottom. Looks, things really get scratched up. I think that's from the sand. It's all sand and rocks right here. I think it just gets scratched up. And I pull them out. It looks like a 1944. Here you go, that's awesome. Keep going. Okay, I just dug that mercury dime right over there about 10 feet away. It's my very next target. Whoop. Let me take the headphone out. There you go. This is just making noise. It's numbers bouncing all over. A lot of these I'm digging, signals like this. It ends up being a wheat penny. It could be anything. It could be a dime. Could be a wheat penny. Could be a memorial penny. Or it could be a piece of junk. It's a solid signal though. Let's dig it up. Okay, and that turned out to be a memorial penny. I looked at it already. It's a 1950 something. 59? Yeah. There you go. Okay, it's only been 10 minutes since I dug whatever I dug last. I don't remember what that was. A memorial penny? I don't know. Anyway, this was a plug I dug yesterday, and I gave up on it. Turned out my pinpointing was way off. I kept getting the same signal. I thought it was iron yesterday, and I gave up on it. And I actually had to dig sideways here. I flipped the plug back over, and I dug underneath sideways because I was still getting the signal. And it looks like I got a mercury. Another very tarnished mercury. Well, this looks like a 1924. Cool. So it's paying off digging those iffy deep signals here. Alright. Okay, I've been here a long time. I wandered around the woods up here and didn't find anything great. Piece of junk jewelry. This is definitely junk. Got a plastic necklace. There you go. Okay, it's getting kind of late. I haven't found anything in a long time. I was just heading back to my car. This is a spot I haven't really been over too much because there's tons of garbage here. And I just picked out a real tiny high signal amongst the garbage. And I can see it right here. It's a mercury. Check this out. 1945. Everything's from the 40s here, pretty much. That's awesome. There you go. Maybe I'll hit this little spot a little bit more before I head back to the car. But this may be it for me. Alright. Okay, so I'm trying everything here. I got my small coil on and I'm going around this. There's like a stone wall and a walkway. There's like a bathhouse here. And it's loaded with trash all around the bathhouse. Mostly square tabs. They're all over the surface. So I'm going to try to pick out some signals with the little coil. Okay, so check this out. I have been finding some Wheaties and some clad that I overlooked before here because it's too trashy with the big coil. This is a spot I went over with the big coil and I couldn't find anything here. There's so much garbage. That's a pretty solid quarter signal. I think it's fairly deep. I don't know how accurate the depth is with this small coil, but it's showing 8 inches. It's a pretty solid quarter signal. $6.47. $11.47. Okay, so I just flipped it over. It is a silver. It's not what I was hoping for. A little bit of a disappointment. I thought it'd be a quarter, but it's a dime. It's a rosy. Let's take a look at that. It's better than nothing, but I thought for sure that would be a quarter. It's a 1952. Okay, and here's a 1947. Yep. Weedy. Broken glass. There's a roofing nail right in with it too. Picked it out though. Okay, I've been here a long time today, and I'm kind of getting discouraged because I haven't been finding anything. Anyway, here I'm in the woods again. This pine tree section. I finally got. This is really nice. It was like a 1045, 1145. It wasn't very deep, so it was coming in real nice. And it looks like another silver dime. It is a Mercury. Looks like a 44. Yes, I think it's definitely time to call it a day. I just spent 20-30 minutes on this. Look at that, chasing down a wheat penny, which is so crusty I can't even read the date on it. Ugh. This wheat penny was way down underneath one of these roots, like in between them. And man, I spent a half hour on that. I think it's time to go home. I think that's about it for me. Okay, so my next crazy plan of action here is to actually go into the water with my E-Track, which is probably not the brightest idea, but I've done it before. Just have to be very careful with it. This is a scoop I bought last winter. Haven't really found anything great with it yet. I did use it a little bit. Anyway, that's about it. I'm not going to bring my camera with me because it's going to end up getting ruined. I got waders on. I don't like walking around in these lakes. I always think I'm going to step on a snapping turtle or a snake or something. Anyway, let's give it a shot. If I find anything, I'll show you after I get out. It's a good thing I still have this wrist strap, because the only time I use this is when I go near the water. Otherwise, I never use it. So I'm glad I saved that thing. Okay, I've been in the water for about 3 hours, and I just got something here. I had to run to my car and get my camera. I saw it in the scoop. I have not taken it out yet. Shoot. I just knocked it over. I had it just as I found it in this scoop. It was sitting in this clump right here. Oh, I'm shaking. It's right here. It's right there. Oh man. I don't believe this. I'm shaking more than I usually do. I can't believe this. I don't know what it is. Oh. Oh. Oh man. This, oh my God. Oh my God. It is a walking liberty. It is a $50. Oh my God. This is, I've never found one of these before. I've never found a $50 in my 4 years of metal detecting. Oh my God, that is so awesome. I am so stoked. Oh man. Man, that's really tarnished. Oh man. Oh my God. I could not believe it when I pulled my scoop up. I was getting a big, really sloppy high tone signal. And I kept chasing it. I thought it was iron. I wasn't really sure if it was iron falsing or if it was a real signal. I can't believe it. I have never found a $50. I have not even found a clad $50. That is a walking liberty. It's definitely got a date there. Is it a 1940? Looks like 1945. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna hit the water a little bit. It's been raining the whole time. Oh, I'm gonna hit the water a little bit harder here. Okay, I am all done with the water hunt. It is getting late. Oh, I was in there about 4 hours. Okay, there is not. I didn't really get a whole lot of stuff here. This is it for clad. That's it. 5 pennies and 2 clad dimes. That's it. This is it for trash. There's hardly any pull tabs. It is very clean water. I was running. I had the sensitivity cranked up to 29. And I had the volume cranked up pretty high too. That's what I was doing. It's pretty clean in there. This is it for jewelry. That's it. This cheap bracelet, which sounded like a pipe when I went over it. It was such a big signal. Now, I don't know why this is such a huge signal, and you get a sterling bangle bracelet, and it comes up like foil. That's a mystery to me. So here's the Wheaties. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wheats. This is unidentified. It's probably a Wheatie. Okay, and for the good stuff. I already showed you one of the things. I already showed you this. These don't look so hot now. After they dried off, they're all crusty now. They're really tarnished. I may clean these up when I get home. I'm not sure. But here we go. I got 2 Washingtons, both in the same hole. I got a real iffy high signal. I was jumping a quarter. It was a real weird signal. I pulled up this Washington first. It's a 43. Pulled that out, put my coil back down over the hole, and then I got a solid 1147 quarter signal, and I pulled this one out. Got some scratches on it, and I think that is a 43 also. that was in the same hole as the other one. So that's awesome. 2 quarters and a walking Liberty. I have been metal detecting for about 4 years now, and I have never found a $50. Never. Until now. It's my very first one. I've not even found a clad $50. I saw this in the scoop. I saw it was a huge coin. I knew it was silver. I could tell by the way it was tarnished. That is awesome. And I have no idea what the ID was on this. Whoop. I thought it sounded like iron falsing. That's all I know. It was a high signal, and it was kind of iffy. It wasn't a solid signal, and I kept switching back and forth between manual and auto sensitivity, and I was switching back and forth to all metal, trying to figure out if I should keep going for it, and I kept going, and that's what popped out. So that's awesome. So I am out of here. Okay, so I'm back at the lake again. This is day whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I found that $50 here that really got me pumped up, so I'm gonna give it one more shot in there. I'm gonna go real slow and see if I can pick anything else out. I hit it pretty damn hard the last time, but I'm gonna try it again. This isn't my normal camera. My other camera crapped out on me, and I ordered a part for it, so hopefully I'll get it fixed and running again, but I gotta wait for the part to come from China, so that could take a week, it could take 2 months, I don't know. Anyway, I'm using this is my camera I take photos with. I've never used it for video, so I don't know how this is going to come out. I don't think it takes very good video, but I've never tried it. So, if I find anything, I will get back to you when I get out of the water. Okay, I cannot believe this. I had to run back to the camera. I had to run back to the car and get my camera for this. I can't believe it. This is absolutely insane. This is the very first target I dug. I was in the water about 10 minutes. And I didn't take it out of the scoop yet or look at it, but I can see what it is already. Take a look at that. This camera has a macro. I don't know how the macro works on this, but take a look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I dug it right there in this hole. I'm right next to the shore. Oh my god. Oh. Try to get it out without... Oh my god. This one's all shiny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's in... Oh my god. It's in like excellent shape. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Let me see if I can get the macro to work on this camera. Hold on. Okay, now it's working. I didn't have it set right. Look at that. My God. This is crazy. Man, it looks like somebody just dropped it yesterday. Okay. That is absolutely insane. It was right there in that hole, the very first signal. I am gonna pound this place. I got a good 3 or 4 hours to spend here today, and I'm gonna spend it. So I'll get back to you. Okay, that's about it. I was in for another 3 or 4 hours today. Most of the targets here seem to be near the shore. The further I went out, the less stuff there was, and there's not a lot in there. So this is it today. 3 memorials. Let me start over here. I got 1 quarter, 2 memorial pennies, 3 weights, and whatever this is, it might be a zinc penny. This is it for the garbage. 1 really old pull tab, one of those, and a little fishing sinker thingy. I did get 3 religious medals. None of these are precious metal, they're all junk metal, I think. And we made the 1 good find. Let me switch into macro mode here, if I can figure it out. Okay, I think I figured out the macro mode. I gotta keep pressing the on off button, or the shutter button. Okay, I did get 3 religious medals here. I think they're all junk metal. 1 big one and 2 small ones. This one says, "I am a Catholic. Notify a priest in case of an accident." That one, this one's pretty big. Pretty sure those are all junk metal. There's the weights, clad, whatever that is, junk. And here is the amazing find. I cannot believe this. Man. This was like 2 feet from the shore. It was right near the shore in the water. I don't know why this one isn't tarnished at all. This is in beautiful condition. Absolutely beautiful. It's beyond me why it's not tarnished. I don't know. Look at that. That's incredible. I cannot believe it. 1944. And this was another weird signal. I don't even know what the ID was. It's just it's not really a solid high signal like I would think it would be. It's kind of it's another thing I thought was iron falsing, and I just kept analyzing it, going back and forth, switching back and forth between modes, and it was just like the other one. Just a really weird signal. It's not like a screaming solid signal. They were down pretty deep, and they are in water, so I don't know if that affects it or not. This is my first experience with half dollars, so I don't have too much experience with them. That is a beauty. Man, this looks like it was just dropped yesterday. That is crazy. All right. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here.